Hello, you are welcome to I Can Make It. What a joy to be alive, and we are excited to share thoughts with you today on I Can Make It. It does not matter what is happening in your life today. If you actually believe you can, you can. If you can dream it, you can achieve it. It doesn't matter what is happening. Your dream cannot be aborted. Well, this Simon and Samantha with my brother Mike Ahua is in the studio today. God bless you.
Well, I'm happy to be here. Thank you so much for
Thank you.
having me.
Yeah.
Uh,
Okay, let's go.
how you can make it in life. We're just continuing what we've been looking at, and there are a few things we need to be careful about. One of it we're going to be looking at now is regrets. And I just want to read an excerpt here. It says, regret is simply something you wish you knew earlier in life. Tallulah Bankhead said, if I had my life to live over again, I'd make the same mistakes, only sooner. The main difference between successful people and others is that successful people get to know very early in life what others know later.
Wow. What do you
So
have to say about
that is deep. I'd like to start from there, but I feel for those listening to us today, it gives you an opportunity. In fact, I love prayers a lot, so let me say it gives you a prayer point, to say you ask God to help you to know things that you
Early.
need to know early
Early.
and not late, so that you can begin to live by them and apply yourself to them. Regrets are not very good. For me, regrets are like moving and looking backwards while you are trying to move forward. It can't work that way. The thing about life is just learn what you can learn. I like to tell people, like when I talk to my children, for example, and they're feeling bad about something that didn't go the way they expected, I say to them, you don't have a monopoly of mistakes. You don't have a monopoly, of mistakes, whatever it is. Everybody has their downtime. But the question is, what did you learn from that downtime? What have you gleaned from it that you can use to move forward from where you are? Regrets are just like, are just an example. It's just like a car that is parked on the spot, but is telling you about the destination it wants to get to. Regrets stagnates people. You don't move forward whatsoever. Crying over spilled milk has never helped anybody. I always tell people, if the milk is already spilled, no matter how you cry, no matter how you stay there, lamenting over it, comparing whatever, the milk will not get back into the glass. It's gone. It's time to move forward. So we need to, if you want to make it in life, successful people learn to manage, mistakes to their own advantage, not allowing it to hold them to ransom. So living in the arena called regrets can keep you down for so long, and it is dangerous. We need to master it and just move on. So,
Okay. As we were just talking, if there's anything I fear in life, it's regret. I don't like it. So what do? What do? I learn from everything around me.
around. Wow.
I value relationship. I don't want to regret, because regret never bring progress. So yes, you can make mistake, but once you make mistake, then now you are a stakeholder. Leave that stake and move forward. Because don't be a stakeholder to your regret. Because once you are a stakeholder to you hold on there,
Yeah.
you stay there and begin to say, oh, when I was, just remember what you're talking about. When I was, where am you now? You go nowhere. You are was, past tense. Come to the present. What are you doing with it? So it's good, because once you keep on making regrets, you might not be able to make anything else. So stay away from regret. Yes, you make mistake. Forget about it and forget the past, because they that does not forget the past will soon pass away. Nobody will give you award for your past mistake, but somebody definitely will reward you for your present and what you are able to do with your present pursuit, and as you have made up your mind to go forward.
This tells me that we need to invest much of our time in learning. You don't wait for things to get out of hand before you learn what you need to learn. There are people around us we can learn so much from. There are incidences, there are events. The question should always be, what am I learning from this? that is going on. There are leaders, there are people who have gone ahead of us. We read, like in my house, we have a saying, we copy it from somewhere, but we use it often. You know, readers are leaders. Of course, it's not all leaders that read, but all readers are leaders. And so the question, when you read, what do you learn from it? When you meet people, when you hear people's stories, you do not have to, like a young girl, for example, hear another girl's story of, how she messed up her life and things are not going, to now wait to go through that process before you learn. No, you learn from it. The reason they are crying is because they don't like what they went through. So the question is, what have you learned from what you have heard? At every point in time, there should be something. You should be able to tell ourselves every day, as before we go to bed, what did I learn today? That should be the question. I've met my brother today. We spent some time together, from the office before we even got here. What have I learned from him today? That is how we should live. It's about, you can't stay without learning. Now, some don't even learn anything at all. In fact, let me add this dimension to it. They lack the capacity to learn because they feel they know it all. Trust me, people like that don't ever go anywhere. So they end up having regrets. Oh, I wish I had known. I was joking with somebody yesterday and I said to him, had I known, it's not a good song.
Not a special number. You won't buy. You won't get the buyer.
It's not a good song. So we need to, make up our minds to learn. That is where you can, master regrets. What do I learn from this now? For instance, a taxi driver maybe drove away with your change. What did you learn from that incident? Instead of standing there and then making so much noise, next time I'll make sure
I get the
he
change.
doesn't get the opportunity to drive away with my change. It's about what you are learning. That's all I'm just trying to say. If you want to kill regrets in your life, you need to increase your tempo of learning from everything that goes on around you. Yes.
It's very important because, you see, when you learn, experience is not the best teacher. When you learn from others' experience, you become a better student. You don't need to, it's not every experience you survive. It's not every experience. So don't wait until, I experience it. So I heard some people say, experience is the best. No, experience is not. Learning from others' experience is the best teacher. That is why we have books. Now, if you really want to make it cheap in life, book your future in books. Book ahead of time.
Yes.
When you book a flight a month or 6 months before you're traveling, definitely it's not the same amount. So when you read book, you're actually booking ahead of time. Let's go to number one.
Okay.
In your
Yes. One of the great hindrances to success that engineers regret in some people's lives is that they become victims of their previous success. They become victims of their previous success. I call it the arrival syndrome. Every news level they achieve, they think they have arrived. They forget that there are people that have gone beyond that level. Every stage in life is a stepping stone for a greater height. It's an opportunity for greater doors to open for you. So if you get there and then you think that because you are there now you have arrived, is a problem. So success in itself can become an engineering room for regrets if you're not careful. So then the thing we need to handle here is to be careful. Let every success level be a motivation for a higher, level of success. So it's important how we treat success at every level.
Okay, as we were talking, what came from my mind was that success you have is like climbing another ladder. You see further.
Yeah.
Now let it be because you see further, and what you see, you are not there yet.
Yes.
So it's an opportunity for you to see further and know that if you have broken even, you can also break through and move, that you can make it. It's very important that a lot of people that they stay there and begin to build their future around those small things. Today, what you actually call breakthrough, but in another 5 years' time, it might come to your breakdown. It might be a breakdown, like somebody that you now went to buy a very big car you are driving. Well, for the first 1 month, people that have not seen you celebrate you. After 1 month, nobody's asking you anything again. So you need to move. And life is not about competition. Know that your success is a progressive realization of the goal you have set for
Yeah.
yourself. The truth that your success is not my success. Your success according to the vision, according to your goal, and when you succeed, that's your success. To somebody, buying a bicycle is a success. Somebody having a child, that might just be success. Somebody marrying before December, that's a success. Everybody has his own expectation or what idea he had about success. But what we call it is that success is a progressive realization of the goal that you have set for yourself. Somebody can look, oh, this year, oh, I have been successful. Depends on what you are talking about. Another person will say, I still have one more to go. I believe I can make it. I believe I can break forth. I believe things are getting better for me, and I know that I will arrive there. Listen to me. You can make it. Hello, bro. Let's go for the next one.
Okay, the next one, we want to look at education, the power of education. You see, education is powerful, but it is not helpful enough if you don't know, permit me to say this, if you don't discover your purpose in life early. So you have a lot of people, they are quite educated, but they are frustrated because they've not discovered their purpose. They've not been able to understand, their gifts, their gifting or their skills, or have, clear-cut goals in life. But it begins with knowing what your purpose in life is. So you can have a young person go to school, graduate, maybe with, a PhD, go to the highest point, and yet they are not fulfilled. Why? They've not been able to discover their purpose, and so they are probably not sure of where they are headed to. There is really no clear-cut direction for life. Education is powerful. Education, everybody needs to be educated and keep getting educated until they are no more on earth. But the question is, have you discovered your purpose for life? Because that is when education becomes, important. That's when education becomes important. Permit me, I don't like to go here, but I would like to say that sometimes I wonder if Nigeria as a nation has been able to discover its purpose. But I'm just saying.
Yeah, just a food for thought. The truth is that when we talk like that, yeah, because we are Nigerian, true.
Yes.
Because when you look at the way people handle, they see Nigeria like a buffet. It's all commerce affair. Anybody can just come, no vision, no direction. Yeah. Now, but I want to say this: every house you see is built by some men. Any organization you see today, they are men that sit down with vision, with idea, with the wisdom that they have, and with their talent. They are able. So education without discovering your gift will lead to your frustration. Now, that you are graduate does not mean that you have graduated from the affairs of life. It simply means you are ready to learn. That is why they call you graduate. You are prepared to learn more because there's always something to learn. So don't become an educated, that somebody that say I'm educated and you stop learning. You think you know it all. Yes, I know it's just 26 soldiers that you were taught from primary, from nursery to your PhD holder. It's still the 26 soldiers. But how you improve on it is how you improve your life. So is this the 26 letter word we still play with?
Yes.
But the important thing is that how are you using the information that you have? Now, when you use the information, when you now use it to develop your gift, don't neglect your gift. Don't look down on your gifting. Yeah, everyone, we all came with a gift. There are areas, there are passion, there are things that is in your mind that you want to do. When you educate yourself, you push those things, and that's where you have fulfillment. That is the only way you can wake up in the morning. You are excited about going to work. In fact, not just going to work, you are work yourself. You wake up, you get excited because you are going to fulfill purpose today. Where there is no purpose, you will live under perpetual, like as if you are in bondage. So it's very important for you to discover your purpose, whatever, in order get understanding. When you get this understanding and you push it, you find out that you will not stand under again. You can make it. Let's go for the next one.
Okay. The next one, we just want to talk about, rejection. You can make it. So how to make it in life? One thing you need to master is how to, to handle rejection. Rejection is not an end. rejection many times is a redirection.
Oh.
Many
Direction.
times it's a redirection. Many times rejection will help you look at things differently, approach things differently. So the question is, what is the purpose of that rejection? If you approach the wrong door, or a door that you do not have the right combination for opening the door, you're going to walk away from that door feeling rejected. Meaning there's probably something you have not learned, there's something you don't understand, or there's something you need to discover to be able to move on. Rejection, for me, is just many times an opportunity, to discover something I have not known before that time. There are things that might not come to the fore if you had not experienced a certain form of rejection. I've heard amazing stories of people to whom doors were closed and they thought that was the end of it, only to find out that they were now able to actually align with the purpose of God for their lives. So how do you handle rejection? Because failure is not final. No, it's never final. Even if you feel as if you have failed. It is written that the righteous might fall 7 times, but he will rise again. But there are those who meet those doors and then they just remain there. They just pack up in life because they think their life depends on that thing. No, the word no, the reply no, is never forever. It's never forever.
Wow. Very important. That's a profound statement. That rejection. And I found out in life that for you to be totally accepted, you must first of all be totally rejected. Because if you look at people that have been accepted worldwide, they are people that have been rejected. I give you an example. Nelson Mandela was rejected. Rejected by those that were there and said, you cannot. Who are you? They put him in jail. They gave him option, come out, enjoy life with your mate. At the age of 20, this man was taken and put in prison, I think 24 years.
27.
Yeah, 27 years. And he was there for many years. He was there for many years. And you see, at the end of the day, that was the man that was rejected for there. I think he stayed there for 20-something years. And having stayed in prison for so many years, by the time he came out, he became accepted. The same people begin to bring him out, and at the end of the day, he became that #1 president, and he was able to make impact. Today we talk about him, but I know some people who can't call your name because there's really nothing to talk about you, because your presence here was very, very terrible for those that were alive. So it's very important for you to know that we will always call. And every time you look at the living, and you're talking about the dead, the living should know that it's not relevant. Now you need to talk about people that have made impact. We are remembering these people today because they suffer rejection. And because they were rejected, they became accepted because of what they stand for. What do you stand for? And many times when you are rejected, it's not actually telling you no. It's simply go back and improve yourself. Go back and be redirected. And that can tell you, okay, go, you are not prepared. Sometimes those of you that are young, you talk to a lady, yes, because you don't have a house, you are squatting, and you think the lady doesn't love you, and the girl you look at you, so what do you do for a living? You said, I'm staying with my brother. I say, oh no. Then that same lady, if you go focus and put yourself together and come back, I just say, give you another 2 years, and that same lady will come and say, where do you stay? And I say, I am in my apartment. I say, why not? If not you. What happened? Why did he reject you at first? Because there was no direction. It looked as if you don't know what you are doing. Listen to me. Everybody wants to follow somebody that knows where he is going. Right. So I want to let you know, if you are suffering rejection, if people reject you, don't reject yourself. When people look down on you, don't stay down. Look up. Help is on your way. You can make it. You can succeed. You can also, your story can also join the story we are talking about today. I want to say this before we call it a day in the studio. There's this man that started working on a product. And he started this product and he wanted to get a taste. And there was a taste that he has in the taste bar of what he want to get. Then he started, doing this thing, and it's this drink called 7-Up. Okay. Now he started making it. He got #1. he said, no, this is not what the taste I want. He started, he made number 2. No, this is not the taste I want. He made it, he made number 3. He said, this is not the taste I want. He made number 4. This is not the taste I want. He made number 5. This is not the taste I want. He kept on going. And when he got to number 7, he tested it. He said, yes. And that is why that drink is called 7-Up.
Wow.
7-Up. And if he had not gotten it to 7, it would have, that drink would have been called 9-Up. Yours might be 4-Up, 10-Up, 20-Up. Like the president of Nigeria, his own is 4-Up. He tried 4 times, 4-Up.
I like that.
Yeah, a lot of people, you just try. Now, trying is not failure. It simply means you believe in what you are doing. You have not seen it, but you know that something's about to happen. Keep on pushing. Don't ever give up. Keep on pushing. Don't talk yourself down. Talk yourself up. I can make it. That's why we are here. Yeah. And we say you can make it. It doesn't matter what's happening in your home, in your family. You can succeed. That marriage will not break. Amen. That your child will not be wayward. Amen. That your husband, pray for him, will be blessed. That your wife will turn around to be one of the best women you have ever seen in all your lifetime. You can make it. I don't know if you have something to say.
I just want us to take this to the bank that every great person knows how to handle and overcome rejection. Don't ever forget that. Number 2, every rejection can be a stepping stone.
Wow.
Depending on your attitude towards it. Every rejection, everything, incidents of rejection can be a stepping stone. And finally, every time a door closes against you, remember that there are other doors.
Wow.
That could not have been the only door.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow.
So maybe it's just telling you, try the next door.
Try the next door. Oh, if you ask me, I would say try again. Come back. That door that has been shut, just come back, go again. And you find out that every door opportunity, any door you want to enter, no matter the place, is always reading push. So push it. Yeah. Don't give up. It's written. They just write. If you go to that door, go to that place, go to that store, you will find out it's written push. So push. Just push. You'll be shocked that that door is already there waiting for you. Well, this Simon and Samantha on I Can Make It with Mike Ahua, we say we love you and we know that your life can never remain the same. Until see you again in our next edition, we are saying you can make it. God bless you. Bye-bye. Thank you.